For 2 days, I'm going to photograph birds by a small stream in Denmark, but I also have birds at home and by my live stream I have to take care of. I'll talk a bit about some of the equipment I use, but for most of the time I'll do bird photography, which can be challenging sometimes. And of course a fire, some coffee and some food. So if you're ready, it's time to get out there. Oh, it's so shy, the little one. What a shy bird. Oh, that was nice. First photo today. The interesting thing about the Little Dipper is the fact that it's kind of an indication of a clean stream, because the food it is after here are small larvae from insects and small freshwater shrimps. And for these things to be in a stream like this, it has to be very clean and in a very good condition. So I see this Little Dipper here in the little local stream. I know that water quality is just very good, and that makes me happy. It always dives towards the direction of the stream, because the stream is coming here and it needs to get all the way down to the bottom of the stream to find these larvae, and then it uses the shape of itself and the push of the stream to get down without using so much energy. And it's actually able to walk down on the bottom of the stream and find these things. It's so nice. So the Dipper just went down the stream, and I don't know if it was scared of me, I don't think so, or it just wanted another place to catch its food. Try to look here. It's doing the feather and relaxing, and I don't want to push this way, first of all because there's a lot of branches and I'll definitely scare it. So the plan now is to let it have a rest, go further up the stream, because usually they have territories, and in this stream I have seen 2 or 3 different dippers on the way upstream. So I think we leave this place for a little while, go up the stream, look for dippers to photograph, to film, to watch, to admire, and then we, after a cup of tea, we come back here and use the last light, hopefully to photograph and get some really good photos of that little one over there. So let's pack the backpack and go. You can come with me. Yeah. This is actually the perfect condition for the dipper. Clear water, clean water. I can see plants on the bottom, which also indicates it's nice, good quality. And another thing I'm looking for are stones with small white shit marks on it, because that indicates a good sitting place, a hunting place for the dipper. I have experienced too much when I walk out here during the week that I just come forward too fast, and then the result is the dipper flies up before I actually see it. You know, the classical thing in wildlife photography. So here the binocular is my best friend. Now I know that the next 20 meters are clear, so then we can move 20 meters, stop, look in the binoculars again and move on. Nothing. Well, let me turn off that camera and then I'll move up the stream, and if I find the dipper, I'll bring you with me. So see you then. Sorry, false alarm. It's hail or snow. It's kind of a mix between it. Let's get in shelter under this big tree. I wish I brought a lens for landscape photography, but I have the 100 to 400 and the 600 with the converter. But yeah, 100 to 400 could be nice, but now I'm in dipper mode. The other day I was out here without camera, of course, and I saw 3 white-throated dippers on I think 1 kilometer of stream. So now I've only seen that one, but I'll give it another 50 meter, and if I don't see any other dipper, yeah, then I'll go back to the one back there downstream. Oh, this is beautiful. The sun is about to set now, and I reckon I have, I don't know, 20 more minutes here. There's a lot of light, but as soon as I get down to the little stream again, it's very, very, very dark. That is my last chance today. Let's see if the little dipper is over there, and yeah. I don't see it. At least it's not sitting the same place as it did the last time. But no dipper. game is over for me for now, but I have a plan for tomorrow. Last tee, good timing. So tomorrow I'm going to bring a different lens. I'm going to photograph in a completely different way, and I'm bringing some clothes that I'm not so concerned about the camouflage, but it does camouflage me a lot better than this. But what I'm most concerned about is tomorrow I want to be able to lie down in the snow for a longer period of time without getting wet, which I'll be in this clothes. So looking forward to tomorrow, and hope for that little fellow will be back, but we'll see. See you then. Både af dyrene. Dem. I couldn't wish for any better weather than this. Clear sky, probably 8 degrees frost, and no wind. Perfect weather for me to photograph the Dipper. But first, this little morning routine. I basically love to feed the birds out here on my terrace. I can sit in there in the window, you can see. That is where I used to sit and edit my videos, just in there, and then I can look out here at all the birds. And also it makes me really happy to know that these birds are just having a great time here. They can come here every morning and pick up the sunflower seeds, and yeah. Skal du med? Kom så. The last little thing I have to do before we can head out towards the white-throated Dipper is to put some snacks out in front of the little camera that I have down here in the meadow, just where the forest starts. And that little camera is live streaming to another YouTube channel I have 24/7. For those of you who don't know, the purpose of that camera is basically just to get an idea about the diversity of wildlife and birds on this little piece of land where I live, and also to bring some joy to the people who don't have the option to get out in nature every day. So that's a project I'm pretty proud of. Oh, see, that is my photo blind. See, there. I haven't used that for a while actually, because because what? I don't know. I've got other things to do, but now let's hurry up, because I want to go to that Dipper sooner rather than later. Så Bjørn, kom så, se hjem. Job is done. Now we can begin. So now, can you move from the frame? Look nice. So now I'm almost done packing for going to the dipper, and promise just to talk a little about the changes today. So yesterday it was Z9, the 600mm with a built-in converter, and I talked about that was a little heavy yesterday because I used the tripod most of the time. Today I'm going to change that so that rather than this beast, we're going with this guy here, the 180 to 600mm. And I'm not going to use the tripod with this. I'm just going to handheld it and try to sneak, see if I can get these photos of the little dipper. About the clothes, the reason why I don't use this so much is because, listen, so it's very, very noisy because of the fabric it is made of, and when you hear, when I walk, it's like so. So for the deer, the fox, it's just not usable. Even though I'm sitting still and I move my arm, it's too noisy. But just for today, I think it's perfect because it's only 5 degrees frost outside, which means that when I'm down here on the ground in this clothes, I'll be soaked within half an hour. With this one, it's kind of waterproof with a membrane, so I think I'll be able just to lie down there and wait. I'll bring my other clothes also because this is warm and maybe too warm when I walk around. But now, basically, oh yeah, of course, today some tea, food, a little camera, the DJI, what is it called? Action 3, just so I can hopefully take that and show you what's going on when I'm sneaking around. And then, of course, a little pot, some water and some coffee in the back so I can make some coffee out there when I run out. But now, are you frozen in time? Du vil gerne have den her, ikke også? Yeah. No, I just need to put it all in the back and then let's head out to the white-throated dipper and see if we can get some nice photos. Og du skal blive hjemme. Just told him he has to stay home. It's too cold. He's 13 now. But yeah, let's get packed. So now I'm ready to be on the ground without getting wet, and also because the fabric is so slippery, it's much easier to move forward. The downside, as I told you, is this. But the little friend there is probably not that sensitive to sounds. But just to make my point very clear, is just compare the setup from yesterday with the big equipment and the backpack, and then the one I'm going to do today. So have a look here. This is the setup I had yesterday. Just get the head off, just without this clothes. But you see, the benefits of that is that it's just very comfortable. I can sit here and relax and wait, and when something happens, I already have the stone where it maybe sits. And then I have this very nice like movements of the telephoto lens, good light, good low depth of field, and everything I need is in the backpack if I want another lens or things like that. The drawbacks is that when I have to sneak through things like this, backpack is heavy, it's hard to get up, it's like, well, you have to lift this, and if you want to just move a little to one side, you're just a big mess. So what I want to do today is take this backpack, basically find a place in the forest covered with some snow so it's out of sight, and then I want to leave my 600 and the tripod here, and basically what I want to do is just to take this kit. Where are you? There you are. Here. And I'll just be going like this. Very light, I can move, I can be very quick, and I have the flexibility here from 180 to 600. So let me pack this in the bag, let me hide that in the forest, and then let's go see if we can get some photos today of the white-throated deeper. So, with that done, we are ready. I feel safe now. It's very difficult to see if you don't know it's there. Quick, but efficient. I've been looking forward to this. Let's get to the little stream. I think today is my lucky day because I basically just came down to the stream and there it is, fishing and swimming the little dipper. The problem now is that I don't have the tripod, and I love to put up the tripod and take that camera so you can see what I'm seeing, but another drawback with my new strategy today. But yeah, let's just try if I can handheld. I want to show you. Now it flew up the stream because I was faffing around with the camera. But wait, try to look here. Let me try to play the last one I got. A second. There. Look. That is. It's not that bad to photograph it and film it, but it's really hard when I want to share it with you, because then I have to take this camera. I might just turn that off, put it somewhere and use the little DJI thing, because I think that's better for both of us. But now I have to find that bird again. Let's just hope it didn't fly very far away. But oh. There it is. Do you see the deeper? Right there. Let me put this camera, because we don't want to miss it again. Hold on. Put the camera here and then I just sneak forward and use the little DJI thing. There it is. This is really nice. It's a little far away, and now I wish I had the 600 with the built-in converter. But if I had the 600 with the built-in converter, I might not be in this position with that deeper. It's always like that. There's a stone between me and the deeper where it is now, and I really wish it would come on that stone. How often do we say that to ourselves as photographers? Oh, it would be nice if that. But sometimes it's just to appreciate how it is. Now it disappeared a little further up the stream. That was nice. Now I have a few good photos of the deeper on my camera. Everything from now on is bonus, but of course I want to push my luck just to see if we can get one more good photo before I make a fire, make a cup of coffee. Oi, weather is really changing now. Better get back, see if we can get that last photo. That would be nice. Oi, oi, oi. Nice. If we are lucky, we will see the dipper on the way back. Dipper, dipper, dipper. It's all about the dipper. Feel the snow stops just as fast as it begins. Oh, imagine to get a photo of the dipper sitting on a little stone in the water, and then snowflakes falling down, and maybe the sun coming through, and maybe some ice hanging down from the rock. There are many things to imagine. Wait. Yeah, it's there. I'm back at the location where we ended the day yesterday, and it's sitting a different place, a much better place. If I can get down there. Wait, I'm talking and talking, let me show you. Wait. You see it? Just in the middle of the frame. Sitting there. Let me show you. There, you see? Let me see if I can get in position, but this one is going to be hard because it's just sitting there watching. But yeah, let me go. This is such a good position. Oh. For the first time, I'm actually in an angle that is really nice. Nice. I'm in a really good position now, but the dipper has moved further down the stream, and yeah, I don't know. It's coming back, it's coming back. This is nice. Last light. Oh, go away. Why do I have to fight with a stick? Pointing my eyes. Oh, he's so nice. Beautiful. Now I want to do something I really like, and that is to leave the bird and put a lot of effort into not scaring it, and then just have my coffee and my dinner in the forest while thinking about You know, now it's still sitting here resting on the beautiful little stick or stone or what it is. So yeah, see you when I get away from here. That was muddy. Day is saved. Really nice. That was the bonus. When I packed this gear, I thought to myself, there was something with these trousers that was annoying, and it was not the sound. What was it? And I was thinking, I couldn't remember, but now I know. Definitely know. It is that I need to have a belt. Is that what it's called? The one around your waist? Because I feel these are hanging down around my knees because they're a little too big and they don't tighten that well in the waist. So now I have it here. I'll put a belt on when I come home and leave it on so I don't forget it the next time. So I'll spare you in the video for all of the me taking off my pants. That was nice. This is so nice to sit here waiting for the sausage and the coffee, and what a day, what a day. And I can't wait to see these photos a little bigger on the screen at home, but they look promising. I mean, not the best photos in the world at all, far from that, but just a wonderful memory. Oh, the sausage here. I think it's about to get done. Give a little more. No, I mean, the photos are just perfect memories from a few very good days out here with the little stream and the dipper, and I really hope you enjoyed being with me on this little trip. And now I think I need some food, I need some coffee, and then just want to sit here and relax a little bit. But thank you so much for being here with me, and see you out there.